Oh, yes. Those of you who grew up in the 90s definitely still remember that music, right? That's the opening music of an 80s TV series, Mission Impossible. Yes, that's right. That's one of my favorite film series. I spent my childhood watching that TV series. Ah, yes, the scene of removing the silicone mask in the TV series is really great, I think. That is my favorite scene. In the following period, I read the news in a magazine that the series would be made into a big screen film by Tom Cruise. I'm so excited to see what the film will be like.
Good morning, Mr. Phelps.
When his career as an actor was waning after the failure of Far and Away in 1992, Tom Cruise took Paula Wagner, founded Cruise Wagner Productions, and made Mission Impossible his first project. As a result, this film was a commercial success, becoming the third highest-grossing film in 1996, behind Independence Day and Twister, as well as re-catapulting Tom Cruise's name as one of Hollywood's famous actors. If I have to be honest, personally I'm a little disappointed. This movie deviates a bit far from the story version of the film series. Well, I can accept with the explanation that this film is a reboot. It has nothing to do with the film series.
Always.
You don't know what you're missing.
In Mission Impossible, there are no characters Jonathan Black, Max Hart, Grant Collier, and Shannon Reed. Only Jim Phelps is the only character from the series, but in this film Phelps is shown as a traitor. Jim Phelps betrayed. What the hell? Regardless of those things, I am still able to enjoy this movie, because some of the action scenes are great, especially the scene on the roof of the TGV high-speed train.
No one else has seen you alive.
Just exactly when he knew is something of a question.
Mission Impossible is no longer about Jim Phelps and his team, who are always united together in solving cases. This film highlights the heroic action of Tom Cruise, who plays Ethan Hunt, a versatile professional agent, not only clever in terms of identity disguise and cracking secret codes, but also performing extreme and dangerous actions. Mission Impossible was directed by Brian De Palma, a master thriller director who has a unique and distinctive directing style, influenced by famous suspension director Alfred Hitchcock. But in Mission Impossible, De Palma prioritizes style over story. The action scenes in this film were directed by De Palma himself. There are 3 action sequences in this film: the opening screenplay at the diplomatic reception, the complicated computer data theft, and, this is the most riveting in my opinion, the scene of Ethan Hunt creeping on the roof of a speeding TGV train, and a helicopter with bad guys following the train that is going to the tunnel. With De Palma's special effects by industrial light and magic, the scale involved is obscured. The helicopter goes into the tunnel. Except for the great action scenes, if you think about it, this is a rather strange film. Some parts of this film don't work well, not much happens, which creates quite big plot holes. The characters are also less interesting, less deep, their motivations are unclear, leaving us with no reason to care about them. Emmanuelle Bayard is beautiful and waifish. As an actress, she is okay, but her role is the least stand out. One interesting character in my opinion is Jon Voight. He is the right choice to play Jim Phelps. Some of his features and style are appropriate, at least, before he is revealed as a villain.
Windows open by 2300. Hannah.
Mission Impossible tells the story of Jim Phelps and his new IMF team carrying out a mission in Prague to stop Alexander Golitsyn, an evil agent who has stolen the CIA NOC list. The mission fails, Golitsyn is killed, along with the disappearance of the secret list, and all members of Jim Phelps' team are killed. leaving Ethan Hunt the only one still alive.
I'm opening the doors.
He's got it.
Cut the power.
Ethan, stay where you are.
Hunt is questioned by IMF director Eugene Kittredge at a restaurant. Realizing that he is now suspected of being a traitorous agent, Hunt immediately escapes by using special chewing gum that can explode.
Dying slowly.
Hunt then realizes that there was another IMF team during the mission in Prague, which was carrying out an operation plan to lure spy agents inside the IMF with the help of Golitsyn, who was disguised as an evil agent. Hunt believes the spy is working with an arms dealer named Max as part of Job 314. Ethan then realizes Job 314 inches actually refers to the Bible verse Job chapter 3 verse 14, with Job being the spy's code name. In his hiding place, Ethan is surprised by the presence of Claire, Phelps' wife, who was originally thought to have been killed during the mission in Prague. Hunt arranges a meeting with Max. He tells Max that the NOC list she has is fake. Hunt promises Max that he can get the original NOC list in exchange for $10 million and the real identity of Job. Together with Claire, Hunt then recruits 2 rejected IMF agents, Luther Stickle, an expert hacker, and a helicopter pilot, Franz Krieger.
Is he serious?
Payment on delivery?
You're all kidding yourselves. I get to keep the equipment when we're done.
With the help of Stickle and Krieger, Hunt infiltrates CIA headquarters in Virginia and succeeds in taking the original NOC list. Then he flees to London. Unexpectedly by Hunt, Jim Phelps suddenly appears again. He said that he survived an assassination attempt during a mission in Prague. Phelps tells Ethan that Kittredge is the traitor, but Hunt now knows that Phelps is the mole.
Jim? I'll call you from Paris.
Mission Impossible is a complicated espionage-themed film with a convoluted story. I think not everyone is able to follow the plot. Unsettling questions will arise in the viewer's mind, and this film does not stop for a moment to explain them. So, don't think too much when watching this film. Just enjoy the tense action scenes while waiting for what surprises will happen. This is a film that exists in an instant, and we have to be there in an instant to enjoy it. This is not a perfect film, but it is good enough for an entertaining action thriller film.